Are we live? It looks like we are. All right. Hello YouTube, and hello anybody who happens to jump on the stream currently, which is nobody right now. That's fine. But I'm going to be playing the old version of PvZ2 China today cuz I was very curious about how it would play out, and it seems it's significantly different from how it is in game. Well, the current version of PvZ2 China, so uh, it uses the pre 1.8 map system. Like, no, not pre 1, the pre 1.7 map system here. So very interested in seeing what it brings here. Being chilling. So I played through all of the Ancient Egypt to Pirate Sea stuff, Wild West stuff. It's pretty much the same as pre 1.7 PvZ2, but this is the more interesting stuff. So we're at Kung Fu World currently. So yeah. I love the textures that just randomly cut off. I'm not. Why do I sound sleepy? I'm not sleepy. Yeah, the only music in the Android version is just Ancient Egypt midwave, so that's gonna be very entertaining to listen to. I might try and pull up some normal music. If the midwave gets too much, I actually have yeah, Ancient Egypt midwave and Player's House. It was only like that in the Android version, though. iOS version never had anything like that. And thankfully, I have the turbo button cheated in, so I can, like, jump through these levels quicker. Oh, okay, the seed packets. So, I actually didn't know this. So, the seed packets, so the Chinese version originally didn't have a tiering, like, it didn't have, like, the rarity stuff. All the plants just shared the normal blue packet, but there was still plant leveling, so based on the level of the plant, it would get this little border surrounding them. So level 2 gets this blue border because level 2's blue and stuff like that. How do I play? You'd basically just have to install an older version of the Chinese version. It should be on Separiso's channel. There's like an archive. I got this from a bunch of archives. I'm actually playing a debug version. See, I have, hold on. If I can pull it out, it's really hard to do. You can do lots of fun stuff. Now, I actually like to give things health bars because it's just really nice to look at. Can I give you the download? Not right now. When the stream is over, I'll put like an archive link in the description. I didn't think of that kind of stuff. The music's so good. Okay, I have all sorts of plants, but I kind of want to stick to, I had to do a bunch of gacha rolling to unlock these plants because, there's not a lot of, there's not really a lot you can do in the old versions without cheating because the servers for these versions are down. So I had to cheat some stuff in. But I want to also stick to kind of the early game plants, like as if I haven't unlocked those. What the hell? You know, like pretend I've gotten some sort of progression system going on. That is so weird. I've never seen how the tiles have, in their debug, like that's... The Taiji tiles have like a... What do you call it, even? It just has a bar to show its timer to give the plant food. I did not mean to plant that. What do some of these con folk do? They do all sorts of things, but they mainly are... maybe we can see what he'll do. Never mind, he'll die. But that guy, he pulls the entire lane one tile forward, so you have to use these kinds of guys to block him off. That's... Thank you for putting him all the way over there. Thank you for also putting him all the way over there. But these guys right here are just explorers. Oh, so you unlock this plant normally. Why did they put him behind a gacha in later versions? Like one of the weakest plants. Day 4. It's gonna be... Oh, now it's gonna show us, why put... I'm not gonna question it. Actually, no, I am gonna question it. Why put Keegan... I guess to show what he does? What? I don't understand. Why put him there when he was in the previous level? But then you introduce Radish here. Okay, try and use some other plants. I do want to... I mean, I do want to stay to these, but I also want to try some of these guys. Dandelion's a Confu plant, so I'll use him. Jalapeno. Lightning Reed. I didn't even use that. How does China Dandelion differ from the international? Only attacks in its respective tile. Actually, the international version, I'm pretty sure, took inspiration from the China one, because this guy originated as a China plant. And they both have the same style of shooting seed bombs, like such. Love the HP bar better than online. Yeah, the numbers are nice, but I actually really like online's health bars. just having that, was it green, blue, whichever color it is. But you know, sometimes you just want the statistics. But this version of PvZ2, personally, well, it's very interesting, but how do I explain? Like, I guess the only downside of this version from International, if you were to compare it to pre 1.7 International, where it used the old map system, is, I mean, it's technically a straight upgrade once you start to get the new worlds and stuff. I mean, the Android graphics are a big turnoff. Like, this is very unappealing to look at and listen to, but I'm very used to this stuff. But some things I did notice with some of the worlds like Wild West and, you know, just the early worlds is so some of the plants you unlock in this version is through the star jar, kind of like in the Chinese version, but it stars for each respective world. And like some of the more basic plants you'd get, like split pea, like the very first plant you unlock in Wild West, you don't even get in Wild West. You have to unlock that by getting 20 stars. So it's like you have to deal with prospectors without split pea. And if I can show you real quick, there's this weird map system. So these things right here seem to be like a blocker. These things right here seem to be like a blocker here. So if you want to get to these two worlds, you have to beat these two worlds first. And if I want to get to Far Future and Dark Age, I gotta beat Kung Fu World and Wild West. But yeah, let me show, not you. So like here, this is where you'd unlock squash, you unlock mower, you unlock chili bean, jalapeno. Okay, never mind, I was wrong. Split pea isn't through stars, it's day 8, which is one of the last 3 levels of the world. So you're introduced prospectors right here. You get its threat to deal with them right here. Oh, there's a bot here. Why do those fucking why even like spam bot advertisements here, like in a live stream of all things? I remember hearing somewhere that Kung Fu World replaces Wild West. No, it just adds on to the game, then detracts from it. So yeah, these split paths are all the same kind of stuff. But alright, so next world here. Let's... I guess I can show off these other worlds just to kind of... yeah, so you unlock... You don't get Colonel Pult until you actually don't unlock Colonel Pult at all. Instead, you can unlock Power Lily in day 8 of Pirate Seas, which is really interesting. And then you have these 2 lads here. I haven't done that. That's Cannons Away. I don't care for it. Aren't those big icons for Plan Adventures things where you get jigsaw puzzles? Yes, actually. And I didn't show it, but I can't actually play those levels for the star things. Like, it says I need internet connection, so I have no idea what that stuff is about. So yeah, just all the old servers are dead. Bomb Guy's introduced here already. Fuck you, cannons away can be fun. Here, we'll play our own little cannons away. Nah, I'm not a fan of cannons away. I don't know, I've played it too many times. Like, it's fun the first time, but having to replay it anytime onwards, it's just repetitive. There's not really much you can do with it. It's just, you know, waiting to hit big clumps of seagulls. The turbo button in the Chinese version here as well is much faster than an international, so it can be kind of a bit off to play like this. But one noticeable thing I saw is the turbo button would always be displayed here, but if you clicked it, it would bring a pop-up for you to pay for the subscription service that the turbo button's behind. Hello, I just joined. Hello, Evan Blocks YT. What would be your favorite Chinese exclusive world? Renaissance. Easily Renaissance. That world, all the mechanics all play very well with the levels. The levels very well utilize said mechanics. Like, and the music is a banger. Like, it's music that I don't get tired of listening to. Which I think if you can take a 1-minute track and make that never tiring to listen to, then you've succeeded in making music. I'm saying too much. Ow, I just banged my knee on the table. What is your favorite and worst plant in PvZ2 Chinese and why? Favorite plant? That's a real tough one. So there's like 2 plants that I would say are my absolute favorite, and it's not for practical reasons, but it would have to be either lotus root or vanilla. Like, with lotus root, I just absolutely love the design of that thing, but it is absolutely impractical. Like, outside of Steam Age, it just has no purpose unless you have the thing leveled up. But for worst plant, never really thought of a worst plant. I guess I really don't know, honestly. I've never really thought of a plant in the Chinese version I don't like. I guess bamboo shoot comes to mind. It's just a very underpowered... Ooh, Konfuki. It's just a very underpowered plant compared to other things in the game. Wasn't Cherry Bomb also locked behind a paywall? You could unlock it for free with a subscription service, but there was definitely other ways to unlock it. You know, there's a Roman world coming in the international version. I actually know about it, and I'm gonna tell you, lower your expectations a lot. Because the level... I guess I shouldn't spoil it for you, but the levels are going to be very, very underwhelming, and they are not going to stick to the theme of Roman zombies. Ooh, it's a Kung Fu minigame. Also, yeah, it's not a world, it's a limited time event. The lawn for Roman world, though, is quite a banger. Okay, this is the stuff I really wanted to see. because the split path after this level is this exact mini game, and I actually want to see what all those different levels are like. I remember playing this one in the Chinese version. My favorite one is Magic Shroom. Yeah, Magic Shroom's a really good plant. That one's, I mean, I mean, compared to international plants, it's busted. But you know what? When it comes to playing the Chinese version, the last thing that comes to mind that I give a shit about when playing the Chinese version is balance. Like, I know that can be a turnoff for some people. I mean, but to me, if I'm going to play the Chinese version, I'm doing it for the dumb fun of it. And I mean, you can still just choose to not use those plants. Like, if there's, like, using Monkiwi, like, that thing's insanely OP, but it's like, if you don't want to use it, well, if you don't want to, like, I don't know why I don't have the words for it. You know, just simply don't use the very powerful, absurdly powerful plants. And you'd still just be essentially playing a different experience of international. Isn't it weird how the Chinese version has better plants than the normal English international? I want to say they probably did it for the gacha system. Okay, here we can actually use... I had one key. How did that become two? Oh, okay. The game keeps crashing in every few... Okay, yeah. So when it comes to the older versions of the Chinese version, they are not stable when it comes to the modern phones and stuff. You might have to use VMOS, but the version that I downloaded was 1.6.3. It has this debug menu. I can't pull it up. I cannot pull it up. It has this debug menu 1.6.3. In that archive, it should have it's also stable on this emulator. At least it's stable on Mimu. I have 1.6.3. I have no idea then. You could try running it on VMOS, which is like... That's like an emulator for running old games. Wait, what is this? Wait, I have no idea. What level did I pick? Wait, hold on. I need to get out of here. What path did I pick? I picked the split path. This is supposed to be exploding barrels. Oh, they probably don't show up until I actually start the level. That would make more sense. Dun 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 dun. Do I have Wintermelon? Yes, I do. Thank God. What was I saying before that? I was talking about... Oh, right, the plants. So if I had to guess why some of the China plants, because not all of them are absurdly busted, but there's a good handful of them that are. I really don't know. I don't think there really is a good answer for it. But I would guess with some of them, it would have to be the gacha system to make the plant worth the grind to get. So the player doesn't feel like, it doesn't feel like doesn't feel like it was a waste. I really have no idea. I don't think there is a solid answer. I feel like it's just because. I really don't know. China plant designs are like, they vary a lot. Like from not just visual designs, but gameplay design too. What do you think about Kung Fu World itself? I fucking love Kung Fu World. If I had to rank this world, it'd probably be an S or A tier. Like, given the context of when this world existed and when it came out, it has a lot. It offers a lot, and it did a lot of things before, like, International did. I don't really know how to explain it. Like Fire Gourd existed before Jack-o'-lantern did, and that kind of stuff. Like, it just did a lot, and the world mechanic itself is like insanely unique. Like the weapon stance of turning some zombies into another kind. Ooh, oh no. No, 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 no. Oh, fuck. And... I failed the objective. The minigame actually makes a lot more sense now. Oh, god damn it. Melon Bolt. Put it out. Because the barrels in the modern version of the Chinese version, like, they do nothing. Like, they're nothing to defend, but this actually makes so much more sense now that... No, they have a reason. It's for the star. I actually don't know if I'll be able to progress. I forgot how much more of a hassle Wintermelon was to set up in 25 Sun. I only had one done this entire time. What's the best Chinese world in your opinion? Renaissance. Am I playing the same level again? I have no idea. What if I exit out the map? Oh, look who came, Posse. There you are. Posse, what's your favorite Chinese world? Okay, this level is definitely different. Well, I know it's different because I clicked it. Sky City, but that's the popular opinion. Oh, man, I want to see how Sky City was like in this, because that's the last world in this version. If I could, I'd play the absolute most latest version, but the problem with that is I literally wouldn't have been able to have any of this. Okay, if I'm gonna bring Carotillery, I need more sun. No key guns. I guess just bring some instant users. Yeah, I'm very interested in trying out Lost City, so hopefully when I get through all of this game, if I ever do, I could just simply update and I'll retain all my progress. I won't have the cool health bars though. I cannot find any free shop APKs. You won't find any free shop APKs for modern versions of PvZ2 China. TalkWeb cracked down on those like years ago. Like you just straight up won't be able to. They will ban your account if it detects cheating. Okay, I almost just lost. Raise up for the Chinese national anthem. Gosh, this level throws a lot. And it's fair and balanced. Maybe in the context of Fairy Tale 4, well, actually not really, because there's zombies like Witch that just... Maybe in the context of Fairy Tale Forest, he's absurdly powerful for that world. But yeah, Ent is quite the what would you even call it? He's quite the plant. Put the fire out. Oh my gosh. Is Carrotillery's plant food different in this version? Why isn't he shooting the cool big rocket thing? I am about to lose. Oh my god. No, we're not clicking the kook. Do the explosive barrels just so happen to also blow up zombies? They do not. Damn it. Okay. That was a lot. Okay, I need winter melon for this. Double torch. Lightning reed, perhaps, and snow pea. I wasn't putting down enough sun producers. Do you have all the plants yet? No, I do not. There's actually a handful I still need to unlock. But I do not have them unlocked because I was just rolling the gacha just to unlock the plants that I needed at the time. Oh, I have 9 seed slots. I need a UWERT. I needed to set my thing, my hotkey. That's what you call them. What's nice is I can also see the health of everything, so I know the most optimal time to start to undig everything. I am getting destroyed already. I need a pick. I am not okay. I'm not used to 25 sun meta, so cut me some slack. I am not used to 25 sun meta. I am so used to playing 50 sun. Hello to people coming in. Hello. Hello, Emilio. Hello. What happened? I looked away from what I heard something. God, they start to throw a lot. at the very end. Just use Sunshroom. I haven't gotten there yet. Actually, I'd have no idea how Sunshroom produces sun in the old version. I haven't touched it yet. But I'm restricting myself from using certain plants until I've gotten to the respective world to unlock it, because the only reason I have those plants unlocked was I just needed to get certain plants that I couldn't unlocked, and I just so happened to unlock them. Why is there numbers on top of the plants? I have the debug menu enabled, so I can see the health of plants and zombies. What's your opinion on PvZ All-Stars? I'm not really sure. I played the game. I have no idea what it's supposed to be, but for what it is, it's not bad. The only problem with it now is if you try and play it now, you're not going to make much progress at all without a free shop mod. I mean, that's how old these old versions are. But like, I've gotten to a point in the game where I literally cannot progress without going through the free shop, just because the zombies are like at a very high level. But I have no idea what the game is supposed to be, but it's okay. I enjoyed it, but the gameplay gets repetitive if you continuously play it. Okay, last one, and there seems to be... So what I've noticed with this version is it seems like some of the upgrades have been split up into even weaker versions, because when I got the first shovel sun, is that what it's called? Sun shovel. When I undug a sunflower, it gave me like 5 sun. So it seems like with all these split paths, it seems that all the split paths just give out weaker versions. So as you go through the game, you just get like, you slowly upgrade it into the full version of it. Okay, Wintermelon, I'm throwing you out because I literally cannot find any instance to use you. Split P. No Polt. Okay, you have to stay. I'm just gonna do this. Bum 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 bum. Challenge you. Oh. Next level. Actually, no. I'll take your challenge. Use bamboo shoot. Also, when it came to some plant upgrades, I have also have kept myself from using certain upgrades. I only have a certain amount of plants upgraded because I don't want to completely break the game and just steamroll through everything. What is your favorite PvZ art style? PvZ2. Why is someone just posting? What are your thoughts on the game so far? I mean, I like the Chinese version more than international, so I mean, my thoughts are the same on this. It definitely put a lot of it put a lot of playing the old version has opened up a lot more to me, because so what I used to think before I played this version is I thought the Chinese version also adapted to the 50 sun meta early and just kept the old world map system, but no, they stayed with the 25 sun meta through up to Lost City. And it was that update to convert all the world maps where they also changed to 50 sun meta. And that makes a lot more of the China plants make a lot more sense, because you had to invest more time into getting them. So it kind of makes sense why they were also more powerful, because I have not used bamboo shoot at all. I am not even doing the challenge. There we go. Like, it just makes things make a lot more sense. And actually, I just lost my train of thought of what I was gonna say. But yeah, it just makes, if there's one thing that I wish they kept with the old version, is they kept the 30 levels per world. Because when they converted to the international map system, it severely decontextualized a lot of the games. Like, for example, Lost Guide in the modern version of Lost City only appears twice in the entirety of Lost City. However, in pre-1.8 Chinese version, he appeared in 7 levels, so it made sense for Jackfruit to exist, because he was a prominent threat in that world. And, like, there's also, like, with Frostbite Caves, I love the Chinese version of Frostbite Caves, but when they converted it over, like, the cool 3 new specials that appear only appear in, like, the last 5 levels, where they were much more prominent in pre-1.8. Like, reading just the map lists, like, on the wiki and stuff like that, like, they were significantly more prominent. So, like, probably the biggest takeaway from the modern version of the Chinese version is the Chinese exclusive content gets underutilized, but that's because PopCap Shanghai, when they converted, decontextualized a lot of the game. Like, if there's one world where everything new they introduced, like, probably got used the best, was Dark Age. Like, when they converted that, all the new zombies and mechanics, like, appear pretty early on in the world. Like, Bandit appears day 3, and so does the fog mechanic. Like, that seems like the only world that got, like, the best conversion to map system. Big Wave Beach as well, I guess. I don't know when Shell Zombie appeared in the old one. Oh, Gone Boy is here. What's your opinion on the PvZ Wiki? It's good and very bad. Probably one of the things I've hated not hate, actually no, hate is the right word for it. But I mean, most of the wiki is completely fine, but probably some of the things that I really hate about the wiki is the trivia section of some things, because there's just, like, some absurdly dumb trivia. Like, for example, oh, Citron and Aki are both the color orange. Like, who the fuck is writing that? And who thinks it's a good idea to keep stuff like that? Wow, two plants are both the same color. Wow, that's such interesting trivia. But sometimes it's harbored complete lies. Like, for example, with the Steam Age, like, I mean, I did an entire video debunking a lot of false information on the Steam Age. And if there's one thing that I especially hate about the wiki is the China plant renames they've done, because those China plant renames have they've caused a lot of disruption with the PvZ community when it came to the names of plants. Like, I've seen Flag Zombies comment sections, and you have people going, actually, this plant is called Chestnut Squad. And I mean, they're not wrong. The plant its literal Chinese name is Chestnut Squad, but what they fail to acknowledge is that plant for like 5 years and counting has been called chestnut. Like, oh my god. So, bamboo shoot has been in the Chinese version for 9 years now. Okay, think about that. PvZ2 is almost 10 years now. And then, out of nowhere, 2 wiki bureaus, because they personally don't like the name of these plants, because I've actually talked with them on this. Like, they claim the names are unofficial, so it's like, then why not use the Chinese translated names? Rather than making up your own names that people who are actually active in the Chinese community do not like. But they take like, one of the plants, Bamboo Shoot, who has been in the game for 9 years now, for 9 years has been known as Bamboo Shoot, and then call it Bamburo. And then they give that name to a fairy tale forest plant. And what I hate about that even more is that plant looks very similar to the Plants vs. Zombies 3 Bamboo Shoot. So it's like people are going to read that and think, oh, they have Bamboo Shoot from PvZ3 and PvZ2 China. No, they're 2 completely different plants. And the thing is, like, they put, like, this label on each article of the plant names, on each China plant, being like, this plant name is conjectural, you know, trying to say this isn't its actual name. The thing is, nobody reads that. They just think, oh, the plant got renamed, that's the official name now. So, and I actually talked to them about this. I have talked to the wiki bureaus themselves, because it's 2 people doing this. 2 people who renamed those plants. I talked to them about that. I'm like, I wrote an entire essay being like, giving all the reasons how this is disrupting the community, and they dance around that. They danced around my point about that, and they danced around the point of saying, hey, you're disrupting the community, renaming these plants out of nowhere, when these names have been ingrained into people's heads for like, from like a decade to 5 years, 4 years. And they, instead of focusing on the community disruption, they focused on the technicalities of the renames. Like I told them how bad Maypop Mechanic was, the name Maypop Mechanic is, and they're like, oh, I agree. They haven't changed it. They haven't undone it. But instead of focusing on the disruption of the names, they're like, they just focused on the technicality of the name itself. Like, it just, it was very infuriating. And I didn't realize how bad it was until I looked. Flag Zombie himself showed me his comment section of people, like people even went out their way to go back to his older videos, for example, overanalyzing the Confu world plants was like one of his first videos on overanalyzing the plants. And then people go back on his video and be like, actually, Bamboo Shoot, it's actually called Bamburo. No, it fucking isn't! Okay. I'm calm. I'm calm. So yeah. And probably what annoys me the most with the renames is some of the renames are the literal translation of the plant, like what it's actually called in China that you translate from Chinese to English. Those names are fine because that is the plant's actual name. Like those renames I'm completely fine with because that's the actual name of the plant. But then they make up their own names, and it's like when it comes to other China stuff, they make sure the name is accurate. Like for example, PvZ All-Stars, they recently renamed Prehistoric Ages to Primitive Tribe because that's its actual name. So then why aren't you doing the same with the plants? Why are you making up your own name for them when you have when you should just be calling them by the literal translation? I did not take into account Hammer Zombie. And I'm sorry to say this, if any of you actually like the renames, I'm sorry, they're terrible. For some reason, what they consider to be better names is making plants named off alliteration than off actual puns. Like, now plant names come in all flavors. Like, I mean, you have some plants just called banana launcher. It's a banana that launches things. Coconut cannon. It's a literal cannon that's just a coconut. But then you have like actual names that play off puns, like squash, because the plant itself is a squash and it squashes things. But with all these plant names, like some of their renames are actual puns, like bamburo, like it's a bamboo that burrows into the ground. But then you have other names that are just alliteration. Like, for example, they wanted to rename Bambrook, which its pun is based off, which that is a pun name. Like, Brook is a pun off to endure in China, I think. And the plant does that. Like, it regenerates health and it endures being eaten. But one of them wanted to name it to Bambro because its Chinese translated name is Bamboo Brother. That's its actual name. And the other one wanted to call it Bamboo Barrier, which is just objectifying the plant, and it's just alliteration. Like, these names are not good. I'm sorry to say that. Actually, Snopey is called Frostbite Super Cold Pea Shot. Like, so to me, it's either go all in, give all these plants their correct names, their Chinese translated names, or undo all the names, put them back to how they've been known for years. Like, regardless if they're official or not. I'm pretty sure they are, though. Like, I'm pretty sure the TalkWeb community manager endorsed those names. But I don't have any proof on that, though. But I heard someone who has Chinese Pura, I think his name is, say that they were, but I really can't. I can't confirm that. But like, if a TalkWeb community manager, the official TalkWeb community manager for PvZ2 endorsed those English names, then why change them? Black hole reminder because this is the last stand. There's a key gun zombie, so I already carried this guy. I know black hole is a brain buster in this world. I don't know why I've been taking snow peas so much. Like, that one brain buster has just infused into my head brain snow pea. You gotta extinguish the fireworks. Why is Haunting Halloween a world? I mean, I guess they just want to make a Halloween world, really. I don't think there's really an answer for that. I mean, I don't complain it's a world. It was pretty fun for what it was. I enjoyed playing Haunting Halloween. A column of hammers. Why aren't you... Oh, okay, you are deflecting them. The wiki also calls the name of the Jam Hisaya zombie just by his actual name, but his translation name is Rain God Zombie, which actually makes sense as there's urban legend of Jam Hisaya controlling rain. That's this thing. Like, there's just so much ink. Like, it's like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's so back and forth. You have some Chinese stuff called by what they're actually called in China, but then you have some stuff called completely different. There's no consistency, and the point of a wiki is to, at least in my opinion, when it comes to a wiki about a very certain subject, because like if you were to talk about Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia as a whole, that's like a completely different subject. But like wikis dedicated to video games and stuff like that, you should be telling the most accurate, correct information about that stuff, because like especially when it comes to the China stuff of PvZ, a lot of that can be lost to time or not corrected right. Like for example, a lot of stuff from PvZ All-Stars was never documented until TalkWeb announced the game is going to close by this time. And so a bunch of people start jumping on the game to archive that information, and even then, not all that information was properly archived. And so, like, you know, when it comes to wiki stuff, like, why wouldn't you harbor the proper correct information on stuff? Why would you go out of your way to like make your own personal, oh, this plant name sucks, let's call it Maypop Mechanic? How long have we been talking about the wiki for? Also, I've started to notice with a lot of these levels, they only like throw 2 specials at me. Have they been throwing at least 2 specials at me? I have no clue. Notice iceberg lettuce. Yeah, our iceberg lettuce doesn't count for Taiji tiles. The inside of my mouth is so dry because I've just been ranting. That wiki stuff really riled me up. I don't know why I paused. What's your favorite PvZ game? PvZ2. That's an easy one. PvZ2, without a doubt. Oh, come on. Okay, so Spring Bean level 2 ability has a chance to throw a zombie off the lawn. A chance to. Instead, he's just going to get blown up, though. Okay, I need to focus a little bit better on the game. I think this is the first level we're introduced to Drinking Guy so far. How did you even get the Chinese version? So I went out of my way to find the archive. Actually, no. Someone on the Reflourished Discord provided me a link to like a bunch of old versions of PvZ2 China's archives. And I just installed the 1.6.3 debug version. Because I was very curious to see how this game used to be. And I've been enjoying it so far. I'm not used to 50 Sun meta, so I've been playing a bit sloppy. What do you mean I'm not used to I mean 25 Sun meta. I'm not used to 25 Sun meta. What's your opinion on PvZ2 Future, the mini program? I've never touched it. The hell kind of jar is this? There's no key in it. $30,000 coins. Wow. I think... Okay. Okay, so I think the way this world worked, this was literally a thing with Kung Fu World only in the old version, but I think when it first came out, it used to have like a play thing. You know how in some mobile games like there's you only have a limited amount of time to play a game. Like you pick a level and then you spend like some life system or something. And like, so like you can only get like play like 5 levels and then you need to like wait to get those lives again. I think that was a thing in Kung Fu World at first. And then it seems like it has this gate, this halfway gate. Let's get Pomegranate. We're gonna use Pomegranate only. There we go. Pomegranate. Okay, here's a good question. What's your favorite Chinese plant? Someone actually asked me that earlier, but it would have to be either vanilla or lotus root. Lotus root wouldn't be for gameplay practicality, it's more so his design. I really enjoy his design. And vanilla is just a very charming plant. There's just something very charming about those two. Put that there. The only use mileage we're going to get out of Pomegranate is... This was actually probably the worst level to use Pomegranate, and there's so many bombs. This was not a good level for Pomegranate. No. Okay, yeah. De-bomb him. Somehow, Snow takes a bomb out of your hands. I did not mean to pause. I have no idea how this plant's name is pronounced. Pomegranate? Like it... I think that's his... I know it's his name. I'ma gun it. He has a very slow recharge. However, when you get a group of these guys down, they're pretty good. I don't like how Flag Zombie portrayed him in his overanalyzing video, because like when it comes to a plant that attacks him, when it comes to a plant like this that attacks in multiple lanes, of course it's going to deal less, it's going to be weak alone. But like when you get a column of these guys, they're pretty damn powerful. Like he painted that plant to be very underpowered, which it really isn't. Maybe it could have been the level 2 spike weeds carrying. I don't know. Try beating the game without the debug menu's help. Oh, I'm gonna tell you right then and there, you're not going to get far. You're not going to get anywhere near, not even remotely far in this game at all without the debug. Like, these old versions, you are not going to progress much without it. Just on the basis that all the events and like daily challenges that you could do to unlock plants and get rewards to fill the gacha system, those, you can't use those at all in this version because the internet's dead. The servers are dead, not the internet. Man, these levels have been kind of mid. Oh god, I can't believe I just said that. But like, it's like basics and then like 2 specials. Maybe when we get to part 2 of the world, when the monks start to get introduced, things will become significantly more interesting. It's like only 2 specials a level. Come on, give me some more. Holiday Mashup is awesome. Amen. Oh yeah, I love Holiday Mashup. No bias. No dev bias. I genuinely, I think the world is legitimately fun. What is your favorite world of PvZ2, Chinese or international? Chinese version, the Renaissance. International would have to be... I mean, I want to say Frostbite Caves because I really do enjoy that world, but it would definitely be Neon Mixtape Tour. Frostbite Caves gets shit on too much. The world did nothing wrong. I've been streaming for an hour, 10 minutes almost. I'm glad the live stream has not had an issue at all. Oh my god. When I first tried live streaming, my YouTube would just refuse to let me live stream. Like, my stream just kept on having issues, and I tried doing all sorts of optimizations. I tried, like, cutting the bitrate down to, like, 1000. It just refused to stream for people. My dog is being rowdy. I don't think you can hear her, but she's woofing. What's your opinion on my theory that PvZ plants are actually animated from electricity? What? Is there only one way to get magic shrimp through the treasure thing? Well, I mean, sometimes the game offers various ways to unlock a plant. I mean, I guess the main way you'd get magic shrimp would be the gacha chest, but sometimes the game offers certain events and like other ways to get the plants. Like mainly when an event comes to the game, that's like the prime time to look into getting a plant. Like for example, there's the vase breaker events the game has, which I love those a lot. They'll sometimes offer like unlocking dusk globber and stuff like that. Drinking violet sometimes, strawburst, cauliflower. There's a lot of ways to unlock plants in this. Not this though, but modern PvZ2 China. This, no, you're not gonna unlock anything. I think after this level, I'm going to stop the stream because I gotta go and do some work. But hey, I'm glad the streams worked and all of that. So I'm glad everything's been working. And hey, 26 viewers, thank you all so much for tuning in. Opinion on cauliflower cool plant? Will Renaissance be added to Reflourished? I cannot talk about anything relating to upcoming content for Reflourished. Unless it's something very minor. The Renaissance being added to Reflourished, I cannot tell you anything on that, if it will happen or not. But yeah, I'm gonna end this stream now, so yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in. And yeah, maybe later today I might stream, but don't take that as a guarantee, maybe tomorrow. But yeah, thank you all so much for coming in, so yeah, I will see all of you. Would I even do my outro in a stream? I have no idea. Yeah, but thank you all so much for tuning in. So I'm gonna end the stream now. So as always, I will see you in the next video or stream. Bye bye. End.